Welcome to Real Estate U with Lettiann.
Welcome, Julie Gadwood. Julie Gadwood with Next Home Gadwood Group is here with us today. Julie is also broker owner. So Julie and I have a lot of things in common, not to mention we both showed up black on black.
Black on black.
But we have this girl boss sign.
Yep.
So, yes. So Julie, how long have we known each other?
Oh, about a year and a half,
yeah,
maybe
I think
two.
maybe more than that.
But I feel like the minute I met you, I knew you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way.
Yep.
I felt the same way. So Julie opened her office, the Gadwood Group, at the time. How many years ago, Julie?
2012.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And since then, you now have how many associates and not employees, but offices?
I have three offices, one in Shawnee, one in Overland Park, and one in the Lake of the Ozarks area.
Yeah.
Gravois
Awesome.
Mills. Yep. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about some of the trials and tribulations today of what makes a good agent. And that's trials and tribulations of also starting your own office, because I think so many people go, I could have my own office.
That's easy. Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just go off on my own. And I applaud those people. I encourage them to speak with one of us about it before they start.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't. Did you?
I did. I spoke with one person that did it and got some insight. But I think it's important to talk to people and kind of know what to expect.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyone out there, if you're considering opening up your own real estate office, an independent, or be your own broker owner, if you will, I think Julie and I would welcome having a conversation with
Absolutely.
you. Call either one of us or reach out to us on our socials. Would you agree that real estate is one of the most difficult businesses to be in?
Absolutely.
Let alone as a licensed professional or as broker owner, you kind of take it to the next level, but you take a lot of that weight with you as well.
Yeah. I think it's a business that you can never turn off. And that's tough. Even just I blew in here this morning with, 99 issues. And so we're a little late getting started. But I think people think real estate, I want to go show houses, but it's really not the case. So
it's not, because we solve problems for a profit.
Right.
That is our business.
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, we do.
Yeah.
We do solve problems. And I think the people and the vendors that we suggest and refer, the lenders and the home inspectors and all the people along the way, they need to have the same mindset as us, because all of those factors, and it all points back to us.
Right.
Because if we've referred them or suggested them, it's like,
it's reflection.
Either great. Oh, wow, she was wonderful. She referred this great person. Or, oh my God, it was a nightmare. But it's usually falls on us.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So becoming a great agent. So there's over 11,000 licensed professionals. No. There are 11,000 people in the Kansas City metro area that have a license. I almost said they're all licensed professionals.
Exactly. Wrong choice of words. Yeah.
And I mean, we joke about that. We're not really brutalizing anybody. But my first question to someone who might want to come aboard here is, why did you get a license?
Right. Yeah.
And when you ask that question, what do you often hear?
I often hear, I like to show houses. I like to watch HGTV. I think it'd be fun.
And don't you hear that more often than not?
I do.
And but we as business owners, I mean, that's great, but that's not going to get you where you need to go.
No.
I mean, they have no clue.
No.
It's like they're going to be run over like a train's going to hit them.
Right.
And they're going to go, why in God's name did I do
Well,
that?
and when I first started, that's what I thought. I like to show houses. I like to work with people. I didn't know I'd be talking about water heaters and sump pumps and septic tanks, So that's the reality.
Exactly. And it's their biggest purchase of their life.
Yeah.
So if you're not meaning Julie,
right?
But if you, the person who just got their license, or maybe they're licensed but they sort of are a hobbyist, if you don't know the reality of the stress on that buyer or seller, because people would rather get a root canal, Andy, than talk with a realtor. I think that's a fact somewhere, like the National Association of Realtors.
Well, I think the impression is we get paid too much, and we don't do that much.
All we do is open a door.
Right.
Oh, we're
right. I found the house on my own.
I'm starting to sweat already. I'm going to have to just take this jacket off, because it's like, why? Okay. the biggest purchase or the biggest sale of your life. Why would you trust that with Bobby's, Susie's friend's hairdresser's boyfriend?
Right.
Who is drives an Uber, and nothing against Uber drivers or anything to that effect. But I literally eat, sleep, and drink real estate. Now, understand, I do turn it off. I don't answer calls after 9 o'clock. I have a life. I have a husband. I have a family. I do need to have my sleep. It can wait till morning most of the time.
Most of the time.
Now, granted, unless you know a contract's coming in and you're like, okay,
right. Yeah.
If it gets here before 9, great. If not, we'll look at it tomorrow because we do have to live and sleep.
Right.
I still struggle, and it's my lifestyle. It's
Right.
your lifestyle.
Right.
Your family
Right.
isn't your entire family almost involved in your office?
Yeah. My both my sons have their license, and my daughter's getting her license. So,
That's
but
so
all
awesome.
their life they've seen me do real estate, so they see that I live it. And I do think there are agents who can do less business and do it right, and just know that client they're going to take from start to finish. You know what I mean?
With the utmost care.
With the utmost care. And if they have something else that they are doing, they should take on the amount of agents that they can handle and not, half do it,
Right.
if you will.
You can
know
say
what I mean?
half-assed. It's okay.
Thank you. I didn't know if
just
it were
let it out,
censored.
sister. No censor.
Yeah. So,
No,
yeah.
he's kidding us. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He almost pulled the plug on us, but he's
Yeah.
joking. Look.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But I do think, there's a lot of people who think they can just play around in this business, and that it's too important. It's just too important to, just dabble around. We have deadlines. We have to meet. And if we don't meet, it hurts our clients. We have, if it falls apart, someone is homeless. That's scary, So it's not, I show pretty houses. There's
Right.
so much more.
And someone else will just take care of it after now they want to buy this house. So mentoring and support is key to getting those people to, so you have a licensed person who has really good intentions and good integrity and got their license for the right reason. We can show them through the process.
Right.
I mean, meaning you and I and other broker owners who, this is their lifestyle, and they're not babysitting 100, 80 or more people in their office because that's a big job.
It's scary. I mean, there's so many, I get shocked when I work with co-op agents and they miss their inspection period deadline. And, they send me a resolution or inspection on the 12th day. And, sorry, it's too late. Oh, I didn't know that. My broker didn't tell me. Well, you have your license, this is something that you went out and got, and you should know the guidelines. And yes, your broker should give you guidance, but at the end of the day, we are licensed agents.
And if you don't know, ask.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But like you said, mentor, that's so important to have someone you can call. And every brokerage should have that,
And I've heard, some of the bigger box places, the broker is usually broker manager. They're busy with just babysitting or what have you. And they say, if you have a question about that, why don't you, Johnny, it looks like Johnny's available over there. Can you see if Johnny can go with you? Like, who's Johnny?
Right.
And then that person's like, oh dear, I don't even know him.
Well, and I think that's where we're a lot alike. We're going to grow our brokerages at a smart, smooth pace without people running around with scissors, making mistakes and not representing us well. So
I agree with you. You're like a sister with blonde hair.
Yeah. That's why we wore the same outfit today. Yeah.
So it's just a shame. There's a couple of things, and I'll probably get on a soapbox, but it's a shame that someone isn't showing those co-op agents or guiding them, and they're flying solo because some of them feel really badly, like, oh, dang, like I really screwed up. And the other ones are like, I don't know, I was just at the lake last weekend and I didn't know that we needed to get back to you by Tuesday.
Right.
And they think like we're going to call and tell them. No, I'm like, if today's your last day, and if you're a realtor and you do transactions, you'll know what we're talking about. On the last day of inspection period, Well, first of all, I mark that day before it in red.
Yeah.
Like that means like you better do something on this day because tomorrow you're your host.
Yeah. I still wake up in the middle of the night and count my fingers. Is this the 10th?
I do it too.
But again, that's taking the utmost care of your client.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I've had co-op agents say, "Oh, I'm going to get that to you." I'm like, "That was yesterday."
Uh-huh. Yeah. So how do you handle that? What do you do? Do you just show them that you missed it?
They play nice and they go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was busy yesterday and I couldn't get that to you. But I'm sending it right now." Mm-hmm. And I'm going, "I'm so sorry, Betty." Or I mean, I'm making that name up.
Yeah.
And they'll go, "Oh no, but I have it ready. I just didn't send it."
Yeah. And it actually pains me. It pains me because if any of my agents did that, I would be sick.
I would be so sick.
And we all make mistakes, but at the end of the day, we represent our client, and it's in our best interest to get our client, to the finish line with the best results. Yes, we co-op together, but we all play by the same rules. If you miss a deadline, you miss a deadline. So
right. And she's like, "Well, we only have a couple of things on the resolution." This was the most recent one that happened to me. I'd say, "Oh, well, thank goodness. Well, then you won't be out of a lot of money when you have to repair those items."
Yeah. I mean, it's the sad truth. It really is. But again, that's knowing your contracts, representing your client, and being fully engaged in your business. I mean, you just can't check out. Every vacation I go on, I bring my computer. I've sat on, beaches and wrote contracts. I've sat in ski lodges.
It's hard to do because of the glare, but I've done it myself.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not going to say I didn't have a pina colada in my hand, but I'll get that contract written and, So, but it's those that, I'm on vacation or I'm this, okay, I've been on vacation. I've gotten this done.
I know it's not an excuse.
It's just not. It doesn't work for me. It's just It
doesn't work for me either. They have Wi-Fi on airplanes, so please don't tell me.
That's the best work time. That's the best office time.
I love that. Are you kidding?
I do too.
I get it all stacked up.
Oh yeah.
It kills me when people say, "Well, actually, I'm on a 3-hour flight to blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Great, super! You got Wi-Fi?
Yeah, 3 hours of business.
$9.99. $9.99.
Exactly.
Super. Well, no, because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is our business.
Right.
This is my life.
Yeah.
And really, it's the life of your client.
It is.
It's not
They've
about
trusted you. They've chosen you. Everybody.
See us getting fired up here.
Look at us. We're just.
Yeah. Well, how do we take this business back? Because, big box places, they'll take anybody's license, which I guess that's okay. I don't know. But, they offer, group training. Is that okay? I think you need to learn on the street.
Right.
I mean, boots on the ground.
Right.
Get your ass out, get a deal, and let us help you through it.
Yeah. Well, I think, I think just like it did in 2009, 10, a lot of agents will go away when it's not as easy. And it's not, it's fun.
It's not easy. It gets harder and harder every day.
Right. But, even in this day of multiple offers, you get 3 to 5 offers on a home and you have an agent who didn't fill that contract out correctly, didn't fill in your information, didn't, put the right financing.
Why don't they do that? Did they do it too fast? Are they busy?
I don't know. But if I have 5 contracts in front of me and one of them is beautifully written, you can tell this agent knows what they're doing. I'm going to be a little nervous about the agent who doesn't know what they're doing. Sent me a pre-approval letter and then the contract doesn't match the pre-approval letter. So I think that's how we're going to take back the business. Is we're going to know the bad agents, and I don't mean bad agents. The good will surface to the top and stick around in the hard times. Yeah.
Yeah, it just floors me that this is someone's biggest asset, and you're treating it like I don't know, a soccer game or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's frustrating. It's tough, but it is funny because when you do work with a great co-op agent, you want to work again. And I mean, I'll send a handwritten letter and I'll be like, I want to work with you again. I'm not trying to recruit that agent. I just want to work with him again.
I am.
At some Lettiann is.
If you're not trying, can you send them my way?
At some capacity, I want to work with that agent again, whether it's in my own brokerage or just co-op together. And a lot of the agents that have come to my brokerage, I co-opt with them and I loved them. And I'm like, I want to,
that's a good
it is
interview
because I want to
process.
work with people who I enjoy. I don't want to work with people who bring me stress and anxiety.
Energy sucking vampires.
Yes.
Yeah, they've stood at my door as well, and they're no longer here. It's just I'm looking at Andy. He's giving me So what makes a great agent? So let's talk about that. We know that there's fly-by nights out there, and they'll have a license and they'll do one deal in 1 year, and they don't really know the process. And that's the person who's going to likely give us the contract that's not filled in correctly. And I tell my folks here, return it. Well, no, it's an offer. I got to present it. No, it's not. They didn't put. They're lazy.
Yeah.
If you can't fill in the co-op agent's name, and I mean, that's part of the contract. You cannot go back in there and fill those anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's so many things that make a great agent, but this is so simple. Like, answer your phone, pick up your phone,
Best advice I've ever gotten.
Call.
Answer every call.
Yeah. I had someone say to me, well, you answer every time I call. Well, if I'm not with a client or I'm not with my family having dinner, I'm going to answer that phone. And if I can't answer that phone, I'm going to send you a text that says, I'm busy, I'll call you soon. Yeah. Don't go radio silent, especially if you're in the middle of a deal or kind of a, volatile situation. It's like, pick up your phone. And that's so sad that that's what makes a great agent, but be responsive. I mean, I've had so many agents of even big teams, they won't pick up their phone.
Big teams.
They hide behind their text. And, and finally I'm like, can we have a conversation? I know you're probably very busy, but, this client needs a response or whatever. So
they're kind of hiding behind their team name?
Maybe.
Or,
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
I think Andy said it. Andy's feeding me things. No, I'm just kidding. So what I think makes a great agent is they have values and they have integrity. And they genuinely care about other human beings.
Yep.
And I was just talking to someone else earlier this morning that said that good human who wants to help people.
Yeah.
In my mind, that makes the best agent.
Yeah. We had our convention in the spring, and we came up with the company came up with a hashtag, and it's humans over houses, because that's what it is. It's humans over houses. It's about the human. It's not about the house. We don't sell houses. We help humans reach their goals to achieve their dreams. And, and sometimes it's not dreams. Sometimes it's I lost a spouse, or I'm going through a divorce, or I can't afford this house. So it's not always this beautiful, oh, we found your dream home.
Right.
It's, can you dig me out from under this mess I'm in? And that feels good when you can help someone do that.
It really does. And it's stressful enough. Like, even if it, like, say it was my first house, of course, that's very exciting, still stressful.
Oh, yeah.
But then someone did pass away, or there's a divorce situation. That's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh,
You need to have empathy, and, you really need to dial into that, like, be a good human.
Yeah. And I think you're absolutely right. It's that caring, and it's that compassion. And it's, I'm always shocked when agents are like, I'm a luxury agent, or I only work with homes over 400. How can you say that? How can you define that and say, what if your best friend's dad comes to you and he's like, I have a $150,000 house. Nope, I only work, I think you help everybody in any situation, no matter what the price is. I mean, some of my best clients were, much smaller properties, but they've given me 50 referrals and, had me sell their land and their rentals. And so I think you can't come in with any blinders or judging.
I think the worst part of that mentality of, well, I only sell $400,000 houses or more, and only really in Leawood, or whatever their brain is telling them. Don't they make anyone under 400 just like, they can see that written on their forehead? Well, you're not 400,000.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, I treat every client the same, and I see my agents treat every client the same. There's no price tag above anybody's head.
Yeah.
A house is a house.
I'll ditto that.
A goal is a goal.
I'll ditto that here.
Yeah.
I'm
and I
proud of
know
all
you
my-
work like that. Yeah.
And, we don't take everybody that wants to work with us. I'm not saying, oh, look at us, woo, we don't take everybody. But I think you need to be the right fit. like I said, the customer driven, customer first, and it's not about the price tag of the house.
right.
It's about the person and getting them through.
Right.
So we have about 1 minute left.
That's it?
Julie.
This went fast.
Dude, I told you. It's like, what?
Wow.
I know. So why don't we do another one sometime soon? I hope
Okay.
you'll come back.
I will.
Any closing thoughts on what makes a great agent? I'm actually going to probably throw something in before you say something.
Okay.
And I think being mentored, and I don't mean by like Joey down the street, down the hallway on the last cubicle on the left, maybe he's available.
Yeah.
But I think a good, strong broker owner, driver, who's always willing to help you, always answers your phone for you, which I
Yeah.
know you do for your people,
Yeah.
and I do for mine. I tell them, if I don't answer when you call, you don't even have to leave me a message. The second I'm available, I will call you back.
Right.
And I think they appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes you good, and that's what makes people want to be with you.
Right.
Because that's important.
Right
Yep,
back at you,
absolutely.
sister. Anything else to add?
What makes a great agent, I think, like you said, care and compassion. Let's keep the human in real estate. I think
Let's
it's
keep
important.
the human in real estate. Love it, folks. Wonderful. Julie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back, please.
Okay,
All right.
absolutely.
Great.
Thank you.